Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are reacting to 1 month world records of Mario Kart World. I have barely been playing, so hopefully this this helps us, look at all this stuff and help see what strategies are good. So first we are seeing Kyle Wade 151.730 on Mario Bros. Circuit, the very first course that we will be looking at today, using the bat skin. Alright, let's see what he does. Very small combo. Goes for the straight mushroom already. Oh, double trick right there. Going around, looks like is he gonna go on that grind rail? Yes, he is. Can you make it over there? Yeah, you barely can make that charge jump over there. You just gotta continuously just keep, doing that. He's going crazy on those grind rails. Going for those coins, feel like that's worth it, but as the coins go on, they don't really get as worth it as the first few coins. But, it's fine. Gotta get onto this grind rail, make sure. That's a really low trick, but, yeah, 38 seconds for lap 1. I'm pretty sure that's all he's gonna do for the rest of the laps. So how he gets that low trick is that he bumps off of a wall, which isn't crucial like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where it would just completely steer you out of the way. But in Mario Kart World, the physics are like if you knock on a wall, it basically does nothing, or like a ceiling, and yeah. So, I don't know how you could trick off that if there's not like a ramp, but like whatever, I don't really care. I keep trying to go on this grind rail, I like that perfect timing, but it's always hard because I keep going either way to the left or way to the right, that sucks. This is basically the same exact strategy that I use, except a lot better. So you could just trick right over here, go for a right trick over here, just kind of going off and then going back on really quickly. That's kind of a cool strategy. Kind of going up, take this glider ramp. See, it's really hard for me to get it all consistently, but yeah, it looks like they used the Genzoa glider to finish out the recording. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Gonna quit over there, and we're going to look at a different time trial world record. We have a bunch of courses here, but now we're going to go on over to Whistletop Summit. We're going to view the rankings and look who's on top. It looks like a Japanese player. Yes, I want to download this ghost data. No, I do not want to go against this guy. Because that would be bad. So view the ghost, view the Japanese guy. All right, let's see how the world record handles Whistletop Summit, which is the second course of this video. It looks like a baby Daisy combo. He can't make it onto that little. Can he make it over there? No, he can by a little hop. That's crazy. He goes onto the grind rail, goes on top, goes for that little wall jump, goes around. That's crazy. I'll try and go for a little piece of that, but charge jumps onto those. Goes for a little mushroom on there. Does he go for the gap jump? Yes, he does go for the gap jump. He keeps continuously grinding on these. I would hop off like around here. Yeah, because it would be a little too wide. What the heck? This is available to use? What the? But he goes on that wall now. Now he goes on that wall, then he goes onto this little railway, and he just keeps charge jumping. See, there, I explain it now. 48 seconds into the speedrun, already like a lot through lap 2. Is he gonna go for the gap jump again? Yes, he does. That was really close, guys. He's right behind the train, which a lot of people can't do. But again, I don't know how you're able to go on top of that. Like that's kind of crazy. Like, you gotta practice like a lot for that commitment, and especially in 1 month, that's crazy. Or it goes off the wall again, goes for this wall, barely makes it onto that, goes Continuous jump, 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 jump. Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, goes around. Great job. Goes up, up, up. He goes onto that. Goes onto that. While he goes for the crazy jump. All right, and then he finished off the speed run with a wall jump. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy right there. Kind of crazy. I couldn't comprehend the beginning of that. Like, that was crazy. This is completely uncut, so you guys can't see that I'm like rigging it or anything. Like he's the ranker. Now we're gonna go in between with Desert Hills. Cole currently holds this. I think he still holds it. Yeah, 133.7. No, we don't have that. We don't have that one right now. So we gotta download this ghost data. Do not start. View the ghost of Cole, the world record of Desert Hills. I actually attempted this world record earlier. I couldn't make it by a lot. This is a classic Bowser. Goes straight in front, goes for the left, sorry, for the right, goes for immediate charge jump. Goes really tight. Really tight over here too. You could probably skip a little bit of that gap right over there if you, a little later. You'll probably figure that out in a little while. Can you do anything over here with this wall? I can't. That's a classic little thing. So he goes for this trick on the lamppost, goes around on that wall, then goes on these ramps right next to the finish line and just keeps going. Alright. Kind of avoids that enemy. Nice. Big idea. I don't know what those enemies are called at all. Torch right there. That's kind of similar. I don't know why he's not going over there on the glider panel. Probably could get over there way easier. I don't know. That might be a new strategy right over there. Cole, you gotta take that in. Alright. Cole's gotten several world records over the last 2 days, sorry. He's using the boo thing, which I actually just unlocked for getting like 2,300 coins in Mario Kart World. Because I have the Nintendo Switch 2 now, which is I mean I've had it since the week after it came out. Yeah, that was Desert Hills. Not too impressive actually. I expect all of these to be way more impressive. I mean, when we do this like a month later, when I do this a month later, then it will probably be a lot bigger. But for now, no. This one I'm really excited for, but we're not there yet. So, Shy Guy Bazaar. This one has a really cool ending I've seen. View rankings. Zay. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Zay with the 152, 541 with the baby blooper, baby Mario. Alright, cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, no, I do not. We'll go for Zay, which beats the normal ghost a lot. Alright, Shy Guy Bazaar. Looks like the castle from that one Disney movie, kind of crazy. Anyways, he immediately goes for the startup boost. Immediately goes to the grinding rail, goes for these 2 grinding rails, goes around for wall trick, goes around to get to that grind rail, goes onto this little ledge, clears a really big gap. Nice by Zay. Zay is going for this little ramp. Is he gonna try and skip that and go to the grind rails? Yes, he is going for this little area. Is he gonna do anything insane with the glider? No, he's not. Alright, cool. Takes this little shortcut. Just goes straight for the grind rail over here too. Almost misses the grind rail on the trick. Yeah, it looks like the castle from Aladdin. Aladdin, right? Goes charge jump plus that on there. Goes for the clear gap jump. I don't know what those are sticking out of those spots. I don't know. Hearts and stuff. But baby blooper with the baby Mario. This is the full baby setup. This is part of Aladdin. The flying carpet and everything. Elephant right over there too. Same up all 3 laps. Nothing really changed that, I believe. Goes around for this grind rail on top of these houses. Or like shacks or shops or something like that. Gets this huge gap jump. Makes it. You could probably get up that wall somehow. I don't know. I don't know if you can or not. I don't know. You'll probably grind rail on that little thing. I don't know. He keeps barely making those. That's crazy. Cool. And finishes the run with a solid 152. It's crazy right there. Crazy right there. Anyways, Wario Stadium is next on, I believe, which has the craziest start ever, like ever. Anyways, so Wario Stadium, going for the crazy amount. Here we go. Wario Stadium. I'll give you guys a quick preview over here. I didn't mean to do that. But Wario Stadium, I believe like you go on top of this little grind rail somehow before you go up. It's crazy. Let's view the rankings. Who's on top? Genzua. Genzua holds the record. And yeah, let's see how Genzua does Wario Stadium. Baby Daisy. Cool. Goes for like the immediate grind rail on the side, I believe. That's just a guess. No? Okay. Oh, I was correct. So you go up that wall, go on that grind rail, then go jump, then go on this wall, go on this grind rail, do some continuous tricks, go huge jump to this grind rail, goes off the grind rail, we'll have to do a few tricks, goes around with a little big trick, probably because this has a high speed combo, going around up to the grind rail, goes up all the way up, skips that whole part. That's crazy. Goes up, and then I believe he just does the same thing. It's crazy how you can perfect this all 3 laps in a row within a month. It's crazy. I don't get it. You could go up there if you wanted to. It might have been useless, but I don't know. If you can get up there already. Yeah, I think you could do that. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Could go on that thing to skip that. 1, 2, 3. Skips that boost panel completely. Goes for this little. I'm surprised he uses that mushroom on that very little shortcut where I feel like he could have jumped that with a little hop. Go around up. I don't know if you can go on that ramp right over there. I don't know. Keeps going on there. I remember watching a shortcut video on this like little strategy. Shout out to Shortcut for that. Yeah, last lap is kind of like the same. Anyways, finishing Wario Stadium, he goes all the way around over here. Takes this little mushroom shortcut. And finishes Wario Stadium. Yeah, with a cool trick at the end. A very cool trick from Genzua. Genzua created the Genzua glider back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So after that, we go over to Airship Fortress. Let's view the rankings. Who's in first? Emolip. He's been dominating this thing. We're the only person that's using spike, by the way. That's kind of crazy. I do not want to race them. That would be pretty bad. Because I have barely done that. Alright. View Ghost. Milk. I don't know. I'm not gonna say his name anymore. That's kind of crazy to say. Alright, Spike on a bike over here. Spike on a bike. Spike on a bike. Alright, go straight left right over here. Trying to go for this side thing. Trying to avoid this bullet. Tries to go on this grind rail. Goes on another grind rail, which skips that entirely. Goes on this grind rail. Completely skips that. Just goes straight this way. See, he hits the bottom, but he does nothing. Like I was telling you, physics are weird. Oh, that almost him. I don't know if the jumping on the thing, like hopping onto the thing, is faster on that. I don't know. Going around there. Surprisingly doesn't do a trick. I feel like that could help. Oh, completely gap jumps that. A bunch of airs. A bunch of bullet bills coming at him. Going up this one this time. I don't know which one is faster. Is he just doing this because of options and they do basically the same? I don't know. Goes around for this. Almost hits it. I think he does that all 3 laps, I think. Holds a bomb up there in the air. That's crazy. 1, 2 hops and it doesn't do anything. See, this is what I'm talking about. What is he gonna do for that little part? Later in this little part. Yeah, he's gotta go up this grind. Yeah. Let's go crazy fast. Not gonna lie. For 1 month, it's kind of crazy. Well, you know that that's pretty smooth. It's pretty smooth. Goes up for the 0-5. Pulls up a bomb that isn't even in the game, but just tries to shoot you back. That's a 1-2. Again, still. That's what I'm talking about. Goes over there to hit that. This is one of my least favorite courses. I don't really like the course, but like, I don't know. Bro. He's holding a bomb in his mouth. That's kind of crazy, guys. It's kind of crazy. Where you land on the squid. Alright, cool. I barely run into that anymore. Anyways, going up to Bowser's Castle. It's cool. Anyways, view the rankings. Who's on top? Japanese player, sick. I don't know if it's Chinese, Japan. I don't know those stuff. All that stuff. No, I do not want to race against that. That would be bad again. 215, 670. See what we got. So I don't like all these like fiery courses. They kind of just don't. They mess with my brain a lot. Anyways, go straight with a big combo with a wiggler. With a wiggler in one of the pipe frames, I'm pretty sure. Nope, it's not the pipe frame. Goes charge jump out of that huge jump over there, gap jump. Goes straight up in there. Goes around, goes for this wall little thing. Big gap jump, around Bowser's mouth. I don't know how you been there. This is a long track though. I hate intermissions. They are just completely just straight lines. Sucks. Got your around, go for lap 2. I'm just gonna let you do this. I'm not gonna talk. Here's gap jump. control room. It gives me Five Nights at Freddy's vibes. I don't know. Straight on here, goes for that jump. Yep. Almost misses it too. Yeah, that's all one of the things. You almost miss it. That's why it's called a shortcut. That's why Shortcat named his name Shortcat. Right over that, it's crazy. I'm surprised nobody does like a little pass switch here. And yeah, he ends up just finishing. One of the more unimpressive stuff, but I don't really care. I really don't. Yeah, I think we're going on to Bone Dry Dunes or whatever it's called. That's what it was called, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It is Dry Bones Burnout. Same thing, whatever. Oh wait, let's view rankings. See who's on top. Emmy Zeppelin. I almost said Zeppelin. I'm not doing it. Alright. 208-952. See what we got. Dry Bones Burnout. No cuts. No coconuts. I like this track. Bunch of Shy Guys and Yoshi's cheering on. Anything crazy? No, just go for the wall jump. You know, kind of normal. Cool. From the charge jump too. Goes for a little trick there. Goes for the 3 coins. All exceed. No pass switch. Just goes for these coins normally. Goes on top of these buildings. Goes up over here. Almost misses it. Goes for this grind rail. No, he doesn't. But he goes on it at the end. He doesn't go for the end of the grind rail already. That's kind of crazy. Goes for this little gap jump right over here. Goes for this little gap jump too. 3 gap jumps in a row. Yep. 3 gap jumps, people. With only 1 mushroom used. It's crazy. Like 3 gap jumps in a row, 2 without mushrooms and 1 with a mushroom. Probably gonna have to play that one. I see a little shortcut. Oh, a little part. I see if he takes it, so I'm gonna look at the map the whole time. It's crazy on me right now. Does not go for the little thing. You could have gone faster. You're not. I'm not gonna say anything bad about him. Like that's cool. Like still, Zeppelin. Focus. Alright, cool. Pass switch at all? No. Alright, cool. All the coins completely respawn. It's cool. Is that like an only lap 3 thing, chat? I don't know. Oh, I should know, chat. Is this guy gonna have this record the next time we react to this? A lot of people are saying no. Ah, cool. A 208. Nice little 3 lap in a row. No sections. No nothing. It's cool. I mean, if it was a section, it wouldn't be in time trial, so then we just go straight down over here. But we're gonna start at the top for now. So we're gonna go all the way over to Toad's Factory. View rankings. Rise Ace. Alright, cool. Completely filled with Warriors over here. Love that. Let's see what Rise has for us to see. Would you like me to call him Rise or Race? I'm just gonna call him Rise, but whatever. Is he gonna do anything crazy? I'm gonna guess that he just goes on a wall or something. No? No. That's fine. Oh wait, what does he do over here? Almost messes up. Cool. But still, he doesn't. Nothing crazy yet. Not quite yet. Just goes for these coins. Nothing crazy. It's like a nothing crazy track. Just goes around here, yeah. That's probably the easiest lap one ever. I don't know. Are you guys vibing like I am? I don't know. Design this going now. Okay, now we're seeing some action. At first I thought I could beat this for a video. That would have been cool, I think. Because those switches are almost impossible for me. Go to the left 3. Anything different? Charge up out of the wall, nothing? Alright, cool. Anyways, let's see what he does here. Grind rails onto here. Charge to go over here. Go over here. Now going into some action. Goes for the little ram stuff. Goes for all these coins. 14 coins now. That's nice. Feels like all the coin rights now. Now I can go like kind of more like that. Goes around and finishes the track. That was a nice one. That was a nice one, right? Right, chat? See, no, yes. Alright, cool. Alright, let's quit over here. And let's see what we got for our next track. We're going down to a Choco Mountain. Let's see who's on top. Another is out here with a almost 0.3 lead. The thing is full with Bowsers. How far does it go? Pretty much full. But we have another over here with a with one over here. If I'm in this one again, I don't know. Yeah, that's me. Oh, now I'm gonna get striped, but I'm gonna go out before that happens. Alright. Alright. View Ghost, another. Alright, now that I don't get trashed on, let's watch this. Choco Mountain. I'm seeing a lot of this thing over here. Alright, goes around. Is it gonna go straight for the shortcut? No, it doesn't. But it still goes over here. I don't know, is that a time save or no? I don't know. Goes for the big shortcut up here. Charging trucks going around. Cool. If I see any action, then I'll talk about it. But if I don't, I'll just wait. Goes for that little shortcut. Goes over here for some reason. I don't know why. I always hit that boulder. Goes for the little gap jump. Pretty late in the day for me. Not gonna lie. Triple truck right over there. Just completely gap skips that without doing anything. Cool. That's like one of the big ones. Goes for the jump again. Goes around. Does he do anything cool here? Goes that cool thing. Cool. Goes right over that charger truck's head. Goes for another one of those gap jumps. What can you do here? Goes for that already. Goes for that little gap jump. Goes around, all and around. You get that trick, go around there. He's gonna go over here. Nice. I mean, on it constantly, man. Alright. Goes extremely tight over here. Goes for a triple trick right over here. Finishes the round with a 205.591. That was pretty nice right over there. Mr. Another, I'm pretty sure his name was. But, alright. Then we're gonna do this, then this, and then we're gonna go straight down here. Alright. Crown City. Let's view our rankings. Mariah held this a little while ago. But now, almost, can we go for below 2 minutes? I don't know. $207,262. See what we got here. Straight Wario, nice. I believe this is another one of the insane runs. I don't know. Alright, goes for a little charge run. Not too bad. Goes on this little grinder. Goes a little jump right there. Not bad. Goes on to another one of those car jumps. Another one goes on that tree. Go for a little gap jump right there. Bounces on the tree. Just go straight through here. No drifts. Interesting. Goes to that railing. Goes and then wall goes back. Goes for this little shortcut. Nice. Goes for a little charge jump. Goes, bounces on that car. Just does continuous tricks on the railing. Railing another coming up ahead. Goes for that coin. Nice. Gets it. Doesn't go on that car for a bounce. Lap 2 looks like a lap track. Goes up here. Which rail does it take? That's the left one, folks. That one's better. Alright, cool. Goes straight over here. Goes extremely tight. Goes over here, tries to collect all the coins are now collected. Now can't collect anymore unless he gets picked up a lap 2, which is not gonna happen because this is a time trial and world record. So let's see what he does here. Alright, tricks on those poles. That's kind of crazy. Goes around for a little shortcut right over here. Goes for a, I think that was a mushroom cut. I don't know. Did he use 2 mushrooms there? I'm pretty sure he did. He goes on to this grind rail to the side of the house. Goes for a big one. Goes in this grind rail. Goes up. Goes for that tree. Goes onto this thing. Goes onto this. And then he goes around on this grind rail. And you'll have to see it. 207,262. Nice race, boy. K1. Nice. Nice job, K1. And DK Spaceport. Let's view our rankings. Pi from Mario Kart World is from Mario Kart A Deluxe is back with another record on DK Spaceport. Alright, let's see what Pi does here. Pi was one of the many held many of the world records back in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm pretty sure he still does. Maybe, I don't know if he grinds that game anymore because this game is out here. This it got dropped right at the beginning here, but we gotta wait for that. So it's coming up, and there it is, folks. Goes straight over on around that drift. Goes for that DK. DK starts running. 1, 2 goes for those 2 coins. Nice. Take this little gap jump. Nice. Goes for that little coin. Nice. It's around there. This has to be perfect timing of the barrels, or else this wouldn't work. See, you almost hit that barrel. That's why you have to be really precise. Goes for that little mushroom really early, apparently. Doesn't get hit by that, probably because of that little ramp thing. Alright, cool. He's going around. He takes that shortcut on the same lap, too. That's kind of crazy. Pretty sure he takes a one in lap 5, too. Never thought I would say lap 5, but whatever. No, he doesn't. I don't know if he does it or not later. Skips the wall jumps at all. Doesn't want anything to do with those. Goes just around, goes on lap 6, but technically not on lap 6. See, he almost died right there. See, that had to be perfect time. Like, that was almost dead. Alright. Now he goes to go for the trick and makes it at the end. Worker Wario wins. Nice job, Pi. Not gonna lie. One of our best records from this video yet. Remember, we still have a lot to go, chat. Anyways, we got, let's go for Rainbow Road first, because that's a big one. Let's see who's on top. Technical is the only one who has a 3 next to the name. Less than 13 milliseconds away. I do not want to start the race. Go for the ghost. And technical, you are now on the board. If you make a mistake, then it's really, really an accident. A lot of waste of your time. Goes for this little tricks that you saw in Mario Kart circuit on the very first thing that you wanted to click on this video. It's the same thing. I'm just gonna skip over those. It keeps doing them. It's crazy. Oh, it goes through here. I don't know why these don't give trick boosts. It just doesn't make sense. Nice, nice. Goes around. Can he make the jump? No, I don't think he's gonna try and make it. No, he's not. Alright, cool. 1, 2, 3, triple trick. Which side is he gonna go on? Looks like he's gonna go on the right side. I don't know if we're gonna see any path switches here, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, pass switch right here. Goes for this little thing. Now these give you mini turbos. I don't know why they chose, out of everything, water to put on Rainbow Road at this part. It's just really annoying. Water physics are really annoying in this game. I don't know. Usually you could just drive straight through it normally in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I really like that, but in here it doesn't really make a difference. Go boom, boom, boom. Any pass switches around here. Anyways, the water party's done, thank God. This barely respawn. Almost around halfway done. Almost. Not completely halfway done. And going to lap 3 now. Out of 4. Go straight through these. Do these give you trick boost? No, they don't. Okay, cool. I don't know why they would put this in Rainbow Road, but I'm not gonna complain. I'm not. I mean, it kind of resembles a rainbow on like the sides. Goes around for that. Nice. Just goes around. Doesn't even bother with those thwomps. No, they're not called thwomps. Those things, you know what I mean. I'm gonna call them thwomps, even though they're not thwomps. Goes up, up, up. We're almost done. I think this is the last lap right now. Yep. Is that like shaped in a heart? I don't know. This is the very last track of the game, by the way. That's probably why they put so much effort into this little thing right here. But he goes around for that trick boost, goes around, makes the jump. It is going to try and go for the jump right here. No, he's not. Very cool. Skips that whole entire part right there. He just doesn't bother with these boost panels. Oh, he does bother with these boost panels. Well, he has to bother with these ones, but not the other ones. Let's go straight through. You guys see that big circle? That's the finish line. When he makes it, then we're gonna go to the one below and on the map. This is the longest track in the game, by the way, guys. So if you didn't know that, that's how it goes. The way that I have to go all the way around that sucks. But makes that, and he might do some tricks. I don't know. And yeah, here we go. There's technical as a record for the longest track in the game. That was a pretty cool record, not gonna lie. Especially with the things that you saw, like those little jumps from those drifts that you saw from Mario Bros. Circuit. Koopa Troopa Beach. Who's on top? Alberto is in Mario Kart World now, which is sick. I know that it's down in Dino Jungle, I believe. We might see him right over there. Anyways, Koopa Troopa Beach by Alberto. Straight around here. Nice. Nothing big yet. I'm gonna point anything big that comes into this. Lap 1 is done. Jumps over there. That is a good record. This is one of the most boring tracks though. Like you're probably done in like a few, like maybe a minute or two. I don't know. Go straight up there. Under a minute there, he almost finishes this. If he finishes it under 2 minutes, that's gonna be crazy. Up, nice. Probably the shortest track in the game if you went for a world record. Shortest track in the game right there. But remember, he still has one more lap that he has to complete. Goes around this time. Not one of the biggest records at all. No, but this is the shortest track of the game. Not a big record, but you know, a pretty impressive one. You know, those gap jumps, that little gap jump is kind of hard. So yeah, that's what we gotta do. All right. So we're now going to Peach Stadium, then Moo Moo Meadows, and then Mario Bros. Circuit, and then Acorn Heights. But first we gotta do Peach Stadium. Alright, the rankings, who's on top? WG Lean. Sick. 217, 269. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's do this. Straight up there for the grind rail. Kind of a big gap jump right over there. Goes up here. I feel like this might be a beatable record if you just did that. That'd be kind of easy. I don't know if he does anything else that's kind of crazy. I don't know. But if you guys know anybody that could beat this record, I'm pretty sure you guys could send me that. But I believe this record can be beaten if you just did like lap 1 a little better. I don't know. We could see something kind of big from lap 1 later, but who knows? Probably not. Yeah, no, nothing crazy from lap 1. So if anybody goes for anything crazy, that'd be cool. That would be crazy cuckoo bananas. Yeah, I believe this is a beatable record. Not gonna lie. I don't know if anybody else agrees with me, but I say that it's beatable. I believe like Shortcut could beat this if he wanted to. But still, it's a pretty cool record. Surprising that this is how far this track has been since it came out. No disrespect to Lean though. Lean's an amazing player, but like, still. I'm talking about the track, not Lean himself. Yeah, he does that little gap jump for the last time. Goes 1, 2, goes for that one, skips the second one. I feel like you could have gotten a little bit of a better one right there. But who cares? You couldn't have gotten that. You couldn't have gotten that little thing. Like whatever. Oh, it's around. Cool. Alright. Around. And goes for that little jump, yeah. Yeah, goes for another one of those. And goes on this grind rail. No, he does. I feel like you could have beat that with the grind rail. Not gonna lie. You could have beaten that with the grind rail. I feel like you could have got that better way better at the end. Alright. Moo Moo Meadows. This is my record. This is his record. But King So. Alright, cool. Moo Meadows. Let's see what he does. I know a lot of the strategy because I've watched this one before, but you guys can see it for yourself. Goes straight up for that little ramp, goes on that, go around, bounces on the cow, goes off the grind rail. Straight for that. Then you have to use that and charge up and then go on that tree to make that big shortcut. You could bounce on this cow right over here if you wanted to. Shroomless, that's kind of slow right there, not gonna lie. But you know, he had to do what he had to do for the first part, so you know, I don't really judge. Goes for that wall jump. That's crazy. And I think you just do that for the rest of the laps. I meant to say. Yeah, for that one rail for the next, I think would have been impossible. Not gonna lie. Goes for that tree again. That shortcut requires a lot of patience to learn. Yeah, I feel like you could have gone faster with that. Not gonna lie. But still, cool player. Alright, let's go for that wall, go around. Make sure to go around, right? Yeah, good job. Good job. Alright, 38 seconds in. So we are 1 minute 22 seconds in. Almost done. This is around the time where the falls were done. The cheat falls or something like that. Monster balls, I keep calling them. Just keep jumping out of the ground, crazy like that. Crazy like that. I don't know if you could have gone on the grind rail to get a little bit of a bigger ending. The endings seem to be what they're messing up the most. Not gonna lie. But still, pretty good run. Quite a lot of dedication for all those things right over there. Alright, Movie Models is done. Mario Circuit. This includes all 3 of the circuits. But let's view the rankings. Genzua from earlier in the video. But yeah, he's back in. Alright, cool. Let's see what he's done. Toadette record, not bad. I know that they do a lot of crazy shortcuts in this. Nice shortcut. Straight into lap 2. Need 2 mushrooms for that shortcut. Makes it on those blocks and makes it back in. 44 seconds in, almost done with the run. If this is before 1 minute 30, then that's shorter than the cheap cheat one. Shortest track in the game. Shortest track in the game, not gonna lie. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't expect it to be that short, but okay, cool. Hey, it makes the video more short so I can spend more time doing some other stuff. Anyways, Acorn Heights. Let's see what Acorn Heights is in the top. Nanu is this one is okay, cool. Yes, and then no, and then go up Ghost and Nanu Acorn Heights. Let's see what he does here. Acorn Heights has a lot of shortcuts, so I feel like he's gonna do a lot of them. I love this bike. I remember using this on a stream, like pretty much all the stream. But yeah, it's a pretty good bike. So I still don't know how he uses this with no hands. It's just weird. But whatever. But it's around there, crazy shortcut. Alright, nice. He's gonna have to stay on that little part. Or he doesn't. Okay, cool. Alright, crazy little shortcut. That's kind of crazy. Kinda crazy. Not gonna lie. Up, nice. Oh my god, I didn't even know that was there. Okay, this was one of the most shocking ones of the video. Goes on here straight for that. That's crazy. As much tricks in the air as possible, though. I just keep hearing all these bat noises. Must suck. Hey, I like them. Okay, is that kind of sus? I don't know. But whatever, I don't care. Right for the last lap. How long is this gonna be? I don't know. Yeah, under sub 2. Sub 2, that's not bad. I mean, it's pretty cool too. Not gonna lie. Alright, cool. Anyways, now I think we're going on to Boo Cinema. I'm pretty sure. Yep, Boo Cinema. Then these down. And then just up through here. Then down through here. But, yeah, we're pretty much almost done. But, you know. You're never too confident. So now we're gonna go on to Dino Jungle. Let's see who's at the top. At the top we have Alberto again. It's funny. Anyways, the view of the ghost, and yeah, let's see how Alberto does this. This is a track that I got into a lot on stream. If you guys want to see that, then you just look at some of my streams, and you'll find jungle on them. But I did a lot of Fortnite on stream for a little while. Go jump over here. Is he gonna use that to his evade? Yep, he buys out a dinosaur. Goes around, goes on this neck. Alright, just does as much tricks as he can. Goes on this, ends up stopping, then just goes straight through. See, I thought that was one of the best ways to do the shortcut really tightly. If Shortcut kept grinding this track, I feel like he could have kept getting these world records stuck online. He just learned from his competitors, then I feel like that would have been cool. But no, Shortcut just moved on. But he did get a world record, which was cool on this track. Crazy up, goes for a bunch of tricks right here. And just goes for the most tightest shortcut ever. Just the devil's looking around, that's probably one of the funniest parts. If you hit the egg, that's kind of not fun. Not fun. Do we get a sub 2? Sub 2? We do get a sub 2. That's nice. That's nice right there. Nice right there. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see what we got. So we got, let's do up to a faraway oasis. Let's view, no, I didn't want to do that. View rankings. MX5. No. Yes. Cool. The bike is paired again. Tightly, nice. Goes for that little part. Goes on grinder, goes off. It's around for this little shortcut. Yeah, I feel like this record is beatable. Goes off of that little part, nice. Oh, nice right there. Holy! Yep, going around here. Nice. Up. Cool. Alright, nice. 159. Almost, but sub 2. Sub 2, that's nice. Penguin just covering his eyes right there. Nothing to say much about Faraway Oasis, though. Anyways, going up to Cheap Cheap Falls. Nightmare. Another second place from Logan is on here. Alright, cool. Officially 1 hour in. Not bad. Nabbit, by the way. Nabbit combo. Now we start to get into some big shortcuts. Right over around here now. If I miss any tracks by accident, please tell me in the comments. Straight through here, that's a nice one. That's nice, alright, up there. Now it's onto the fall section. Is it going to be summer section and spring section? That would be cool. But no. No. Alright, snow part. Snow part. I like to call it that. Because they're going up, goes on that railing. Nice record by a Nabbit. Alright, we'll quit there. Then we react to another one of these world records. It looks like we're looking at Dandelion Death and then Boo Cinema, and then we're going down here and then back up here, and then yeah, that's the end of the video. Alright, so we're going into Dandelion Depths. Let's see who has the record. Alberto again. TWD had this at the beginning, but I don't have it. I wish I could have one, but I don't. Alright, Alberto. Thick. Alright, Wario with Worker Wario, I believe his name is. Going, anyways, alright. Going through here really fast. Going through, up, nice. Nice, go around. Nice. Alright, cool. Goes around here. Nothing too crazy. Nice little shortcut here. I don't know, I haven't been paying attention very much because I'm focused on a lot of stuff. You know, nothing much yet. Yeah, nothing really much going on around here. Goes for that little truck right over here. Goes around, up, and it goes up these ramps. Yeah, nothing much for this lap, at least. But yeah, nothing much for, I feel like a lot of people could beat this. I could beat it if I put enough time into it. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, nice. Cool, here, 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 and up. And go straight through here. Nice. 220, 220. Not a sub 20, but pretty cool anyways. Now we're going to Boo Cinema. Boo Cinema is one of my favorites, but also not one of my favorites. So, and I put it in an A tier if I had to rank it. But Jay Bonix has this record. Alright, 206. Let's see what we got. Jay Bonix, let's see what we got. Pirate Warrior. I don't even know that was the guy. This looks easy right now. Yeah, nothing much, but at the end it was kind of cool. I feel like that shortcut could have been a little bit better. Alright, here is where the action is. Nice. Alright, we're going good, we're going good. Nice, nice, going up, nice, around, nice. Alright, now it goes on this grind rail, then skip, nice. Goes around here, but I feel like someone could beat this. Jay Borix, I expect you to do more. I'm just kidding, you're a great player. Okay, almost done with this record. We're almost done with the video. So I am tired, so I just wanted to be done with this video. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. And done with it. Okay. Only a few more tracks left, like only like 5 left. I'm gonna guess 5, and if I'm right, I'm crazy. Alright, so now that we're done with that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aw, dang it, that would have been cool though. We are starting from the bottom. I'm gonna call that as part 1. I'll put part 2 together, but I will see you. And alright, we're back. And Starview Peak, we're going to Alberto. has another one of these. Let's go, everyone. Alright, let's go. You Ghost and Alberto. And yeah, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, here we go. Let's see what he does. Anything impressive? Anything non-impressive? Like, what do we got? Alright, nice, nice. Does he go for that coin? Yes, he does. Little charge jump for a little extra speed there. Goes for these 3 coins. Goes a little wide, but that's fine. Just for the coin, and he goes really tight there. Touches the snow, but only barely. I hate these water physics. Yeah, water physics suck. Anyways. Jump. Nice. Nice right there. That was nice. Does he hit that? Barely. Yes, he does. I didn't know that I hit in the edges. Get that. That's actually a really good tip. Barely made that. Nice little charge jump right on there. That goes really tightly. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I'm surprised he didn't like charge up like a mini turbo. But he did charge up a charge jump, so it's fine. Edge, edge. Alright, anything interesting in this part? And he does a little hop right there. Like half his tires are off. Surprised he hasn't fallen yet. Alright. Cool. Alright, normal physics. Charging up a charge jump here. Goes for it after the mushroom boost. I'm surprised he doesn't go on that rail. And we got a 215. Nice by Alberta too. Alright, let's see what we got. DK pass. Who's on top? Hobbit. I'm still looking to get that bat character. By the way, it is the next day but when I'm recording this second last part, so. Go straight on the edge, nice. Oh wow, wall jump. Wall jump, complete gap jump. He does that shroomless? What? Goes on the wall mechanics start. Takes that railing, goes on this. Trick. Nice. See, again, all the shroomless is a lot. And he uses his shrimp through that. Yeah, that's impressive. Straight onto this wall. Or straight up. Shroomless. A lot of shroomless cuts on this one. Railing, some wall physics. Let's go. One tree trick. Let's go. Shroomless. Alright, one goes off and makes that. Bumps onto the wall, but again, physics aren't as it was in the earlier games. And up. Alright, up. Right here. Let's go. 1, 2. Nice shroomless. Nice little shroomless cuts. Completely skips those Shy Guys. And it's a great record. Nice job. Nice job whoever did that one. Alright, who's next? We got Salty Speedway, and then we got Great Question Mark Ruins, and then we got 3 more. Alright, Salty Speedway. I saw a bunch of stuff here. Dog is on top with a Wiggler combo with this Boost Cinema one. Alright, Dog, let's see what we got. 157. See what we got. Look at that. I hate that all this is like water physics, though. It just sucks. Go straight forward. But then go straight through here. Charge jump onto that. Charge jump on, well, no, trick on that. Trick on the side. Trick right there on that. Goes on the wall and goes straight up here. Goes on this little railing. Nice. Goes on up here. Surprised he doesn't do that shortcut, but it goes on those trees. Go straight back over here. This is a shroom cut now. Shroom cut, nice. Goes on this little railing. Nice, 2 out of 3. Nice, up here. See, on these stairs right here, right? You can just go straight onto that little thing, and then you can go like right across that water section without even doing it, but it goes through the water section normally. That's nice. Trick right there, trick right here, no, okay. Hop right on here onto this railing. And he does it all over again, I'm guessing. Yeah. Straight over again. That's nice. Straight on that, boom, boom. I always, when I see the first time, I'm like, I don't want to do this. But like I have to for the video, so. Yeah, it goes straight for that hop right there. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how to hop right on there. Maybe just gently don't. Alrighty, Great Question Mark Block Ruins is next. Yep, right over here. 4 left. Let's see who's on top of Great Question Mark Block Ruins. Spezzy. A lot of people call it Speezy, so I'm gonna call him Speedy, even though it was Spezzy, I'm pretty sure. No race up against him, and Spezzy. Speezy is gonna do this pretty good. Alright, let's see what he got. Let's see what he got in store for us. There's a lot of cool shortcuts on this track, you know that. And he does a straight shroom cut right over here. Goes onto this little thing. Yep. You guys will see what I mean. But it's crazy. It's a crazy cut. Holy shit! You go around there. Nice. Goes on that railing. Nice. All right. Nice. Goes straight onto that railing. Nice. Go straight on there. Go for the shroomless. Nice. Go straight up there. Go straight through that. Nice little railing trick right over here. Straight onto that railing. Goes on through that. Alright, goes on these happy face, smile, clouds things. Go straight through here. Crazy wall jump, goes on that straight railing and then goes straight back. Nice. Yeah, this is probably the most shortcut infested track in the game. It's either that or Mario Bros. Circuit. Sorry, not Mario Bros. Circuit, Mario Circuit. Straight on here, doesn't even get the truck, but okay, cool. Probably because it does nothing. Railing, going straight on there. Then boom, 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 boom. Nice. And he finishes off with style, going through these clouds, and he finishes the run. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, now we got Peach Beach, Wario's Galleon, and then Sky High Sundae. View the rankings. K401 from the beginning of the video of Dry Desert, or whatever it's called. Alright, so yeah, K1, K401, and 141. Let's see what we got. Peach Beach. Straight up here, railing, post. Nice. There's 1, 2. 1, 2 coins right there. Goes right past these duck places. Duck guys, I would call them. Alright, normal. A kind of normal first one, but the second part is crazy. Go straight onto that, go straight on it, straight right there. Alright, let's go straight up. It's very, very straight. Straight through there. And it goes straight through that. Last lap, let's see what he does. 1, 2. Goes straight on that railing, goes under this water. Just goes normally on this water. Not surprising, but whatever. Water is water, and the game is a game. Alright, going through here. And finishes the run with 141, 466. Nice run. Pretty nice run. Alright. Then we got Wario's Galleon. And let's see who's on top. 9 is on top. Alright, yes, I would like to download. No, I would not like to do that. Alright, 9. See what he does here on Wario's Galleon. Wario's shell gives me like rainbow vibes. Goes straight on here, straight on the wall, goes through there, nice. Nice one. Straight onto this railing right here. Go straight on there, bounces on the tree. Straight on through here. 9 has one of the most impressive records on this one. Go straight wall through there. Go straight for that little shortcut. Yeah, that's a nice one though. Go straight up. Bounce, nice. Through there, very streamless. Just on the grind rail. Alright, I'm gonna let you guys see the rest of this. Very tight. And I'll go straight through there. Straight up. Nice. Straight around. Straight on this rail. Nice. Go straight through there. Straight up. Onto the ship. Go straight around the ship. Nice. Straight on there. Go straight onto that rail. Straight onto that rail. Around. And go to that final shortcut to finish the nice run. And look at you pick some other. Alright, the last one, Sky High Sunday. Sky High Sunday, sorry about that. Alright, and we got Sky High Sunday. Let's view the rankings. Isaac. Download this data, yep. No. Alright. Here goes Isaac, alright, 156. Last one of the video. Let's see what we got. I don't really like Sky High Sunday. I know a lot of people don't like it too. Go straight on this grind rail straight off. Nice. Straight on this grind rail, off. Nice, straight through there, goes on this grind rail. Nice. Straight through here, up here. Trick, 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 trick. Trick like 6 or like 5 or 6 of those. Go straight around here. A nice lap. Nice lap one we got there. We got the same 39 that we got last time. Trick. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So that's cool. Nice, trick, 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 on the wall, trick, 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 trick. Some tricks in there, nice. Oh, we got a 38 instead of that, that's cool. Straight all 20 coins, nice. And going straight through here. Nice. Straight through here. 4 tricks here. Nice, straight through onto these walls. Go straight, trick, trick. And there's tricks in the air. Trick, trick, trick. Alright. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to tell me in the comments, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.